In Gardena, questions are mounting about how one hospital has handled the bodies of the deceased.
Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez, she's live in East Los Angeles with more. Christina.
Yeah, hospital officials admit they have too many bodies, that they're too small for what they have, and that they're moving them out, but admit also that yesterday, between 4:30 and 7:30, they had to remove some of the bodies from one of the outside cooling facilities. Now, it's the alleged condition and the treatment of the bodies that is being questioned by those people who reached out to us. You take a look. From SkyFOX, Memorial Hospital of Gardena, outside cooling units used to store the bodies of people who have died. And what you see on the ground are filled body bags. The person who contacted Fox 11 wants to remain anonymous, saying she ran to the hospital after getting calls about the bodies left out on the ground.
Are them bodies? Like, what is that down there on the ground? Like, I'm like, okay, this is serious.
Somebody called you about these bodies yesterday? Yes. The owner of the private autopsy company 1-800-AUTOPSY says he got calls from a mortuary that happened to be picking up a body at the same hospital.
They didn't know what to do. They were disgusted because they had bodies that were piled up on one another.
We show him close-up images obtained by Fox 11, images too graphic to show on TV.
See, that's all soaked. That's all body fluid. That's blood right there.
And that wouldn't have happened if it were the right temperature.
Right temperature, and if they had adequate, secure body bag.
Blood everywhere. I mean, it's just not right. They wanted security to actually move the bodies out, to housekeeping to come and clean it out, and then for security to take the bodies out of the old bags and put them in new bags, put them back in the freezer.
Today, the bags were gone and other bodies were being placed in the units. Hospital officials hadn't yet seen the photos obtained by Fox 11. They tell us they have an unusually high number of bodies due to a surge in COVID and non-COVID related deaths and just too many unclaimed bodies. Quote, because of the overcrowding situation, hospital administrators took action yesterday to organize the outdoor cooling unit in a more orderly fashion. Hospital protocol calls upon security guards to assist in the process when mortuaries come to pick up the bodies, primarily helping to lift and move the bodies. While the outside cooling unit was being better organized, the hospital engaged environmental services staff to clean the unit, and that is why some of the bodies were removed from the unit for a brief period. They add that fluids leaking is not unusual and that the temperature in the cooling units is the required 34 degrees. Do you see any indication of temperature issues with these bodies just from looking at the picture?
Yes, because the bodies they're slightly decomposed. Those bodies are in bad condition. They've been like that for a while.
He's also concerned about security guards claiming they were not given the proper protective gear to move those bodies.
OSHA regulations, you have to wear the gown, the mask, gloves, shoe covers, everything.
2 of the male guards had gotten blood and stuff all on their clothes, and they had to go home and change.
And this is a story that needs to be addressed and actually shared with the public.
At this point, the hospital is not being investigated as far as we know. I checked with LA County Coroner up the street. They didn't get any of these bodies. And Cal OSHA, that would deal with what security guards were or were not wearing, they haven't gotten any complaints. We'll keep you updated, though. I'm Christina Gonzalez in East Los Angeles. Back to you guys.